Hey, it's Ashley and I'm back with another haircut tutorial. Today we're cutting down my client's hair and facial hair to prep him for a clean shave. I did post his clean shave video, so if you would like to see me do a full face shave and head shave, go there. This is going to be about setting up the haircut and the face before the shave. So I'm going in with my Wahl Magic Clip Cordless clippers, and this is going to help me cut everything down so that I'm not trying to fight through all of my client's hair whenever I'm doing a straight razor shave. You definitely don't want to go right into all this bulk hair. You might see some people do it, but it's really not good for the client pulling on all of his hair, and it's not good for your razors. Just no one wins. So we're going to go in and we're going to cut this hair down with our cordless clippers, no guard, making sure we're getting it as close to the scalp as possible. You can also go in with your trimmers if you want to get it that much closer, but I kind of do like to save something for me to go in and shave off with that straight razor. Sometimes if you get it too close to the skin, it's a little bit harder to get a smooth shave. You kind of want a little bit of hair to kind of come back at you. So I'm going in and taking off his hair. The reason I didn't start at the top of my client's head is because I didn't want him to have all of that hair directly in his face first go. So I just go ahead, clean off my client, and now I'm going to start removing his facial hair with my clippers, no guard, just like I was doing. I'm going in and I'm just shaping up his goatee. So as you can see, I'm kind of holding the goatee part back and then going in with my clipper so I can really see a nice good straight line. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'm just going in, starting up at the bottom and working my way up that sideburn into the hair, which we've already taken all the way down. And then I'm just going to run the no guard and shape out his goatee. So as I get closer to the goatee, you can see I kind of lifted my client's head because I needed to see it a little bit better. Just know that you can move your clients around to give you a better angle. And I'm just kind of giving him some cues. So I touched the top of his chin and I lifted my head up to let him know I needed his head to be lifted up. So I'm just going to get a nice clean shave under here with this no guard, so we can come back in with our straight razor. As you can see, I am angling my comb towards the client's face and kind of shaping it into more of a point at the end so that I am trimming the sides down and then leaving the middle longer. So this angle is going to create that illusion that we have it going more into a V shape. And now I'm just pulling out that hair on the original shape so that whenever it lays back down, it's a little bit tapered. And then we're just going to get really clean lines, and I'll probably come back in with my trimmers just to make sure that I have a nice shape out for my goatee whenever I start to shave. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I kind of tapped him, I need his head up, and now I'm going to even up this line. I didn't do this side when I was on the other side because you want to be in front of what you're working on at all times. So I'm lifting up, angling it towards his face, and I am kind of giving it that taper. So it's going to be shorter towards the cheek and then going to go longer towards the chin. And this will really give that clean V-shaped look without really having to go in and make the entire shape of the goatee a V. Now, having everything shaped out with my clippers, I'm going to grab my detailers. So this is the Wahl Cordless Detail Trimmer, and I'm going to use it to really go ahead and sculpt the goatee into a clean V shape. These trimmers are really precise and sharp, just what you need for the detailed work. So going in, I'm going to start with the mustache, and I am kind of putting my comb on top, angling it to where it is kind of off the top of the lip and on the bottom of the lip. And this is going to give you a nice kind of blend where the mustache isn't short, but it is tapered down. So after that, I'm going to use the tiny bits of my teeth on my comb so that I can really shape out this mustache. So I'm not putting my entire detailers on him at one time. I am going in and using the left and the right sides, probably the last 2 to 3 teeth, just to really sharpen that edge and make it crisp. So you don't have to use the entire area of your trimmers when you're using your trimmers. You can use some small bits to get a sharp, clean detail. So I'm just going to follow that through on the mustache and make sure everything's concise and we're going to pull it up, and this is going to help you see if anything's popping out that shouldn't be there, especially if there's any white hairs. Those can get a little wiry, so I definitely like to pull that out. And then I'm going to trim up the eyebrows while we're here. This is just going to help the client stay nice and sharp, and I definitely don't want to go too short on the eyebrows. So you pull your comb back, and then you trim the long ones. We're not trying to take his eyebrows down to the skin. I'm sure some people have seen, what happens whenever you trim the eyebrows too low. So we're just going to follow the same rules on the other side of my client's mustache. I'm going in, I'm angling that comb to where it's touching the bottom of his lip and lift it on the top so that we can have a nice taper down. And then we're going to pick it up and grab any loose hairs. And then using the bottoms of my little teeth on the left and right side of my detailers is going to give you a nice clean around the mouth. So as you can see, I am using my other hand to kind of pull the lip a little bit. And for the mustache trim, I do like my client to stay relaxed. I don't like them to pull their lip down. I find when they pull their lip down, I will go and trim too high because I can't see their lips. So this is a nice tip. If you're struggling with a mustache trim, make sure your client's relaxing their mouth and you can see everything. So same thing, let's not forget the other eyebrow. If you do, just go back and trim it. We're going to lift it, and we're going to just make sure we're getting any long ones. And then we're going to dust our client's face, or you can blow dry their face so you can make sure you're getting all that loose hair off. Now, this is kind of my raw finished product, and we're going to go in and just make sure that everything is nice, shaped up. And I'm taking the client's request. So at this point, I have done everything that I see that needed to be done. This is more going to be what the client sees on his face, because it's very important that we talk to our clients and make sure that we're understanding exactly what they're looking for. They see their face every single day, multiple times a day. We see their face maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. So we have to be sure that when they look at it, it's what they're looking for. Because if they go home and they're looking in the mirror and it's not exactly how they wanted it, they will go in and fix it. So I definitely like to give my clients like a mini mirror. I like to tell them to look at it and make sure they're letting me know if they need anything more done. So right here, I'm sharpening up the edges of his goatee, and I am kind of debulking the sides a little bit like he requested. And this is just kind of, elongating it and sharpening up the edges so that we have a nice clean shape when we are straight razoring. So now that we've done that, I'm just going in and making sure I'm pulling out any loose hairs to the shape that I'm creating. So I want to pull those hairs in the direction and kind of give them a taper. So when you brush them back down, it's going to go from short to long, and it's going to lay really nice. So you can see my client has his little mirror, and he's asking me to kind of debulk these patches a bit more to give it more of that V shape. So here I am kind of angling my comb again towards the chin is going to be longer, and towards the cheek is going to be shorter, and this is going to give it that V shape. He just wanted it a little bit sharper, which is awesome. Don't mind at all. This is my client's face. It is his service, so we are providing our services to our clients, and I am happy to go ahead and detail it up more. He does do his own facial hair sometimes, so he is an expert in his own face, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely going to take his advice and everything. And you can see right here, he's asking me if I can really sharpen the part on the bottom lip into a V. And I'm kind of not sure exactly what he wants, so I'm going to take my time and I'm going to work my way and make sure that I'm not taking off too much. And this is okay. I do not mind coming in and really detailing my client's face exactly how he wants it. The client's always right, and I know sometimes we don't agree, and that's okay, but this is what the clients want. This is what they're going to get. It's not my opinion. It's his money. He spends it how he wants it. If he wants me to deepen the V at the bottom of his lip, that's not a problem. So I just want you to know that client consultation and communicating with your clients is so important. This is going to save you time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's our before and after. This is after I did clean shave him. So if you want to see the clean shave, make sure you go and check out the video. It is up on my YouTube. I appreciate your support so much. I hope you loved this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you learned something new today. Enjoy.